crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Roadrunner.com with your morning horn disease, your sip of chaga coffee. Chaga coffee with your C60 gummies. Oh my God. Take care of your body, as everybody else is falling apart right now as we speak. Silver is still rigged, obviously. They're playing with this 200-day moving average. We're right at it. So I do expect to have some volatility on Monday or Sunday night as they play the games. Who knows? Who cares? Owning anything outside of physical silver in your own possession is like owning something in, FTX. It's not there. It's fake. It's a fraud. You need physical silver in your own possession. I'm going to scream this till I get hoarse again, but that's the most important thing you can do. It looks like the U.S. Mint has stopped, 100% stopped making Silver Eagles. This will put their total at 15.9 million Silver Eagles for the year, which is, 1/3 of their ability to create Silver Eagles, unless they can't get the silver, which is a different deal. If they can't get the silver, then they're breaking the law because they're supposed to pay any amount of money to buy silver blanks, any amount. If it's $1,000 per silver blank, so be it. That's what they have to pay, and that's for the processing of it. But to say that they can't make Silver Eagles, they're blaming the Sunshine Mint, and the Sunshine Mint's blaming them. So it's round and round we go. Sunshine Mint is in on it 100%. I listened to the interview of the CEO, Tim Power, and I'm like, this guy's in on it. It was obvious. It should be obvious to everybody that there are problems within our monetary system, especially right now at a time where every country in the world is thinking about where they can go next, and the U.S. Mint can't barely make a third of the Eagles that they have capacity for, even though Ventures Gibson, the head of the Mint, this will go down as the most disastrous head of Mint position in the history of the United States of America. Ventures Gibson was appointed as the head of the Mint with zero experience in Mint, anything related to a Mint. She's an HR professional. Nothing. They do nothing to fix an illegal. It's an illegal stance of what they're doing. They're not making coins to meet demand. That's illegal. She belongs in jail. But the whole U.S. government's in on it, so what do we do? Not all of them, but most of them. All right, speaking of criminals within our U.S. justice system, Gary Gensler, yes, the same Gary Gensler that ran the CFTC when J.P. Morgan was rigging the price for 8 years, the same guy. He chose not to enforce the law. He saw a crime and chose not to stop it. And according to Bart Chilton, it was a political decision. Now, why didn't he stop FTX? Same thing. He saw a crime. He chose not to stop it. It was a political decision. Why? Because FTX was a huge, massive donor to the Democrats and the Republicans, by the way. FTX also absolutely gave Republicans a lot of money as well. Not as much as the Democrats. And then Sam had personal stuff. Many people within his organization did personal donations. 10 million here, 20 million here. It was ridiculous. Anyway, SE chairs crypto oversight strategy in question as ecosystems collapse. Wait till the silver market collapses and the gold market, and wait till the commodity markets collapse. Wait till oil collapses. Wait till the U.S. Stock market collapses. It's all a con, and they're running pretty much the same type of con. Fake assets behind the scene, trading hands, high frequency traders rigging the markets. All right, I hadn't looked at this because I was away for Thanksgiving, but I looked at the balance sheet of FTX, the leaked balance sheet a couple weeks ago. Oh my God, are you kidding me? There's nothing there. Nothing but liabilities. There's $8.8 billion in liabilities to various people. They'll never get their money, by the way. So that'd be Genesis, BlockFi, USDT. Oh, Tether's involved. Of course, Tether's involved. But they owe $5 billion US dollars for all their bullshit that they've done. How they got access to the $5 billion, I don't know. It's locked up somewhere in one of these stupid DeFi things. I told everybody, do not mess around with DeFi. All the DeFi is going to zero. If you have things locked up in DeFi, kiss it goodbye. It ain't coming back. And by the time it comes back, it'll be worth zero. So there's 8.9, so let's just say 9 million in liabilities. And then you look at the assets. And then this is a difference of a week. One of their biggest assets, $579 million the week before, and it went down $100 million, was actually stock in Robinhood, that ridiculous high-frequency trading app that doesn't charge any fees because they sell your information to companies like Virtu Financial. But that was their largest holding, almost $500 million of liquid assets. And then USD in Ledger Prime. So Ledger Prime is something that they bought, which is Ledger X. They bought it for, I guess $200 million, because it's right here. $200 million, Ledger X. Ledger X was the derivative trading arm they were trying to set up, because they had all the cons going within the exchange. They had Alameda Research as their laundering arm, and then you need a derivative exchange to really get what the silver and gold riggers have, which is total control of the price. You need a derivative market, so they bought a derivative market that had the CFTC sign off on it. CFTC, it was regulated by the CFTC. It still is. And oh, by the way, I guess if you're a regulated entity, you can sell that regulation to anybody you want without the CFTC even looking at it, because that's what just happened. So did the SEC? Did the SEC know, or this is CFTC? Did Rustin Benham know that these guys were a fraud? And if he didn't, why didn't he? Everybody else, all you have to do is look at their books. I'm looking at the books right now. Total liquid assets, 899 million ounces, but these are bullshit liquid assets. You're not going to get $200 million for Ledger X. And most of these are their own creation type of assets in the less liquid. So they break it up into all the assets into liquid assets, less liquid assets, and illiquid assets. So the less liquid went from, in 1 week, went from $15 billion to $5 billion. And I'm looking at what makes up the $5 million. It's all bullshit. FTT token was their own token. It was their own freaking token that had no use case at all anywhere. And they had it valued at $6 billion. Oh, so here are some of the things they were keeping their money in. Serum. It's this idiotic, another decentralized finance thing. It's crashing to zero, but they have it on their books. Serum, they have it, Serum at $2.18 billion with the Serum, down from 5.4, and soon to be zero. So the top two are going to be zero. Solana's going to zero. MAP's going to zero. Locked USDT, zero. All these are going to zero. And I think the most interesting thing is what they don't say here. They don't show any assets, any Bitcoin, for example. They don't have any Bitcoin. Did they hold their customers' Bitcoin? The answer is no. As soon as people deposited Bitcoin, they put it in their account with electronically, but then they'd spend it on one of these crazy DeFi things. The stupidity here is just, they couldn't have done what they did without bigger people behind them pulling the strings. Both their parents belong in jail, obviously. But everybody associated with their parents, which is the crypto cabal. The crypto cabal absolutely 100% belongs in jail. I've been saying it for a long, long time. So we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. Are they going to throw the guys from Tether, the guys from EOS? I heard Block One was looking to buy some stuff because they're trying to bail themselves out. They're all involved with this, all pulling the same strings, and it's all a fraud and a con. They belong in jail for other reasons as well. Anyway, FTX is going to zero. How FTX has a $1.36 price tag on it, which is a market cap of $44 million, or $440 million. Are you kidding me? That will be at zero. Solana will be at zero. Bancor, U.S. Bancor, going to zero. absolutely. Just wait. It's just a matter of time. Crypto fund Ledger Prime planning to refund outside investors. Ledger Prime. Where did we see Ledger Prime? Oh, here it is. USD in Ledger Prime. Ledger Prime is all part of the crypto cabal. This is the takedown. I've been screaming. If cryptos are going to be good in the future, you got to take out the crypto cabal. This is it. This is how they're taking them out. So, yeah, a lot of these people, why hasn't Sam Bankman-Fried been put in jail yet? Why hasn't Caroline Ellison been put in jail yet? Why haven't their parents been put in jail yet? It makes you ask the question, why hasn't Hunter Biden gone to jail yet? There's rules for them and different rules for us. Kim Kardashian apparently wasn't in on the good side, so she got nailed for posting some idiotic post on her Instagram. Insane what this world is going through right now. But hang tough. Things will get better. Robinhood has no directional exposure to FTX, so says the CEO. You don't, but here's the big problem. Right here, Sam Bankman-Fried owns $500 million worth of your idiotic exchange that he's going to have to dump in the bankruptcy. And which means that whatever it's called, where is it? Robinhood is going to take a huge hit. He has no direct exposure, but the entire criminality within that whole Robinhood online trading app where you pay no fees, somebody's got to get paid somewhere. Where do they get paid? By the people front running those trades. This is America. These are guys are regulated by Gary Gensler himself. It is just, the whole world is just fucked. I think next couple of weeks we're going to see the mother of all end games, the collapse of Tether, the collapse of all DeFi tokens, and the complete loss. Now, remember, look at it, they got no Bitcoin. So they're not going to be, like, at least Mt. Gox had some Bitcoin. Not a lot, a couple 100 million, but at least they had that, and they were able to dump that over the 8-year bankruptcy. They were able to dump that at the perfect time to keep the price lower. Yes, your lovely government is in on this. FTX doesn't look like they have any, unless it's locked up in some of these insane little games they're playing. But yeah, it's not good. I bet you a lot of this was collateral for Tether as well, because it's the same people behind the scenes. Keep an eye on Tether. When Tether goes, that'll be the final washout. Silver could go by the end of the year. Everything could go by the end of the year. We're getting close. Post-FTX regulatory crackdown will erode liberties unless it's so big and so painful that it destroys the system. Then our liberties are instantly restored because we're not going to believe any of these assholes. The SEC, your government, the exchanges, none of it will be believed. That's what the loss of faith happens, and that's the only way we get our liberties back is that we have to take them. We have to take our liberties back from these criminals. And I think we're going to do that. People ask me all the time, what's going on with Theta? Is Theta mixed up in this? Theta is not mixed up with FTX, but it might be. It's one of the largest holders of Theta is Binance, another criminal exchange. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to Theta. In the long run, Theta is going to be great. But will it get down to 20 cents again or 4 cents like we bought it at so we can run up again? I don't know. And then where would you buy it? If Binance goes down, I think Binance is the only place you can buy it right now. If Binance goes down, or you can go Caleb and Brown, but you got to get those coins off because they're third party. No third parties. So absolutely, now is the time. If you got standalone assets, keep them in your pocket. Don't do anything. Just stand back. Stand back and watch the insanity. They're all going to zero. All assets are going to zero because the exchanges are the problem. Those exchanges are going to be going down. Interesting. I haven't looked at this in a long time. The Guardian node that monitors the guardians and the validators for the Theta blockchain. Look, they're everywhere now. Everywhere. Everybody and their mother is getting in on Theta. Theta is the future. So I don't know what the price is going to do between now and then. But December 1st, in just 5 days, they're going to release the chain of chains, a blockchain upgrade that is going to allow other companies like Amazon, Netflix, create their own Netflix chain, Amazon chain on the Theta blockchain. Because if you run a company, you don't want to run the blockchain as well, although you you could very much use the tokens in your own ecosystem, but you need someone else validating them. That's why the Theta blockchain is perfect, because they have validators, which make it fast, and then they have the guardians that watch the validators. You guys know the story. Anyway, I posted last couple days ago a video about what's going on with the deep state and all that. Go check that out on the private road at roadtoruta.com. If you want to join, just click on subscribe today, and we will send you this silver coin, the coolest coin ever made, the Ruta Lives coin. Each double stamped, each is numbered. It's got a hand-painted heart and a certificate of authenticity in a case. It's awesome. And we don't sell them. We give them away with every one-year subscription. One-year subscription is $2.99 for a year. You get all behind-the-scenes info. I think there's 3,000 articles now posted. And use the search button to find out anything you guys need. If you don't want to go on the private road, you can get free stuff in the public road. Just put your name and email address in for the free public road updates. I send one out almost every day. Not every day, but almost. So go check that out. This is Bix.